This is Chad Reed's missing 450 championship.
Heartbreaker. Let's go racing here, Moto 2. On the Monster Energy Kawasaki, but there's Dungey right with him. Mike Brown. Look at this, a three-way battle. Woo! Yeah, Reed got around Brown. Dungey takes the lead. 3 championship favorites in the same race has put another challenge to the number 2 on the inside.
All 3 riders are basically running about a 2:16.
Big crowd out here at Hangtown got what they wanted to see after the battle in Supercross.
The apex of the turns. Now the momentum for the number 1.
Dungey and Bots from where they were 1 lap ago, and Villopoto grabs a handful of throttle again. Oh, and Dungey and Chad racing here at Hangtown, and somehow Villopoto has survived. Is right behind him now. Dungey to the inside. Dungey's going to try to set up Villopoto. Completely different lines in this corner, side by side.
And trying some new lines, just waiting for a mistake.
For how the track has developed, they can go anywhere they want.
Dungey really has some lines where he can set Villopoto up.
Side by side over this jump coming up. The last 2 laps in a row. Here we go again.
Wow, no. I am telling you, what a hot line. And
Dungey an advantage, but I'll tell you what, they've worked out about exactly the same at this point. Whoa, Reed's getting close on the inside. Can he squeeze Villopoto? The overall for the day, Villopoto would need to win and have Dungey finish 3rd.
20 last lap around. Reed and Dungey were both at a 2:16, so that was
under the weather coming into this one, dealing with a little bit of a cold or maybe even the flu. How about this? Reed coming after Dungey. He wants the lead.
Athletes are built more like the endurance athletes in the package that they have.
Oh, Reed's strong. He's on the inside. This is trying to use it against him.
He's got it. He's got it.
I think he does. Chad Reed has taken over. Action he likes. This is where he passed Villopoto a few laps ago. But Reed, he's coming.
Last lap around, he was just a couple tenths of a second faster.
Here, Chad. Here's his mechanic, Lars. I think that says it all. Chad Reed wins Hangtown for the 2nd year in a row.
And the riders are really fearful of this hot weather.
Man, that looks like fun.
And he started dropping quickly.
Yeah, he got around Reed, then Reed gets him back. Now Reed, clear of Dungey, clear of Porcel, goes after your leader. Craig and Millsap's down to the end to get 3rd. Dungey 2nd. Chad Reed takes another win. Feeling the heat, but also feeling the cheers of the fans. But he is slowing dramatically, and I believe coming to a stop.
Honda technicians run over.
There's
your new leader.
Unbelievable.
Am I going to win this thing again?
Wow. That should move Millsap's up to 2nd, and checkered flag coming out. Chad Reed wins in Freestone.
It's even greater.
Well, what's had to change that is Reed, and this is the big double that they cannot get over.
Oh, Millsaps
can.
When these storms come in, they come in fast and then they clear and then it's...
That's why he has the red number plate background, if you can tell, in the mud of the side of the bike to his potential a season ago. Considered retirement. He's come back stronger than ever. Stayed strong, he stayed consistent, and he will win here at High Point Raceway. Chad Reed is tough to beat in 2011. There's a mechanic, Lars. Mike Alessi leads them into turn 1. Will he lead them out to come through? So it's Alessi in the 800 in the lead, the 1 of Dungey. The
in green Kawasaki, Moto 1 winner, he is in 5th. Do something just like he did last week.
Like he did right now.
Yep. Being like Chad, he has the ability to bounce back. And
all over it.
Well, look at that. Alessi makes a little mistake, and it allows how much these bikes are jumping around.
Oh, and Reed
tries to hold the tight line. Yes,
he does. But Alessi's able to hold it.
It's left. Now Reed's going to fall down to the inside. Still can't hit line, and now Alessi picks up on it, but is it enough?
Oh! Together. Reed on the inside, Alessi on the outside, and I think that's enough.
But the 2nd motos, the Australian has been on fire.
Closest they have been since the opening lap of this race when Reed made it.
With those nice sharp edges, because you're going to need it. These sections right here when you're
fired up. But why wouldn't it? Look how good this is as Dungey is ready.
Somebody catches you to start riding, defensive.
Races between these 2 riders already in the Young 2011 series.
To the inside. The outside is not going to work there.
Whoa!
What you train for is to be able to ride the full 30 minutes plus 2 laps.
Flag. Reed is going to win the overall here at Butts Creek. 3 riders, and the fans beginning to cheer this battle. Pick a favorite, get to the fence, look at Dungey, go after. Reed putting another press on Millsaps.
Let's see. Win here, but
Reed around the outside. They're headed to the biggest jump, not just on this track, but in this series. And Reed makes the pass on the outside.
215.
Dungey needs to get Millsaps, and he's going for it. On the inside through the first turn. That's where it hooks back on.
Kind of that part of the moto when you kind of settle in a little bit, but now the track is rough, it's nasty.
Ryan Dungey versus Chad Reed again.
And remember, Dungey needs points. Good finishes.
Definitely close enough if he does.
Reed's got some lapped riders in front of him. There's a couple of sections here where it starts to funnel down. Dungey's got
left.
a good drive right here. You see Chad Reed working the Honda. Dungey working this is a lot of momentum.
Dungey around the outside. Can he get the lead? Wheel to wheel. They scrub together. Dungey's on the inside, and Reed tops them all. Reed able to maintain the spot. 2 turns to go.
Dungey comes up just to give Reed a little breathing room, headed towards the finish.
And that might be all Reed needs. Chad Reed wins a very exciting first moto at Red Bud. So let's show you the highlights of the first 30-minute and 2-lap race out here. Just a few feet off to the left. Here's your battle out front. Chad Reed in the 22. He's ready to go for the lead and challenge Reed, but watch this.
Gets the front wheel high, brings it back down.
Chad Reed holds off the challenge from Dungey, wins the first moto here front on the number 2 with Reed, Weimer, and there. So once again, all the favorites up front, Jeff.
Trey Kennard right there inside the top 5. Positive stuff happening. Now look, Jason, they've smoothed out the sand whoops to entry.
Sections in all of motocross, and Reed handles it best. He's looking to make him upside, but Chad Reed takes the number 1 spot.
Boy, is Chad Reed rested and aired up here in the number 22.
Oh! Reed launches! We got trouble! Unbelievable for your series points leader.
The intensity was too much.
Are you kidding me? Chad Reed is back on the motorcycle? How is he not hurt? He must have been 20, 30 feet up in the air, Jeff.
See, and watch, he loses traction. And look at Chad, hits the downside.
I cannot believe he is, I'm not going to say uninjured.
He's got some visual memories.
Craig, you are looking at one of the toughest athletes in any sport.
I didn't even know. I was actually excited that I made a pass on Ryan. Next minute I know the handlebars just got ripped out of my hands, and that was the scariest crash I've ever had. And man, I hit my head pretty hard and felt like I was going to throw up at any time in the moto. So just tough day, but championships are won on your bad days.
Chad Reed would not recover after Millville, finishing 4th overall at Washougal and Unadilla, a 39th overall at Southwick, a 4th overall at Steel City, and a 7th overall at Pala. What an incredible season it was before his crash, as he was getting the better of both Ryans, winning over 50% of the motos before his crash.